Stephanie thought as she stared out the window of her dorm room in Laval. That's what Maman always called it. Let's call home, she'd say. Then we'd count back hours to see what time it was in La Salette before we called ma mère and pépère. Stephanie had loved those calls. She'd always hoped it was noon in Saskatchewan and that mon oncle Martin and ma tante Lynn were over for dinner with their children. Stephanie loved to imagine them, her family on the other end, huddled about the phone listening to her sing the German folk songs she had learned at her Swiss school. The way they called bravo always made her warm inside, and she would sing as long as her mother would let her. Stephanie's eyes always blurred when she said goodbye and the line was cut. The dial tone ground in her ear until Emily took the receiver from her fingers, placed it on its cradle and said, "Time for bed." Stephanie would nod, walk to the washroom, brush her teeth, look at herself in the mirror and wonder who back home she might resemble. Who has this square face, she wondered, this tan skin, these patchwork eyes? "Tell me about them," she said when she crawled into bed. Her mother shrugged and shook her head. "Oh, Coco, I don't know where to start." Stephanie touched Emily's hand. "Sure you do," she said, "at the beginning, with the blueberries." Her mother smiled then, and a chuckle rolled from somewhere inside of her that Stephanie could rarely access. "Saskatoon berries," she corrected. "I know," Stephanie grinned. "Tell me." Emily nodded in reply and began the story the way her grandmother had years before. He had never said "I love you," had never held her hand nor smiled at her as if she were the only person in the world that mattered to him. But Sylvie Simard loved Baptiste Caron since before she even knew what that word meant. Stephanie nestled into the comfort of her mother's side as she went on.